Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of Unboxed, the podcast where we unravel the heart and soul of branding, marketing, technology, and everything else. Today, I have with me Tanveer Hayat. He is the head of digital at Eliminate. Tanveer has been with us for almost 10 years, over 10 years. And he has grown consistently throughout the organization. And now he's heading a massive army of people, right from designers to developers to project managers to the production and everything. So he's overseeing all the operations of the business. And I just want to welcome him to the show.
Thank you so much, Ines, for having me.
Now, like I said, you have a big responsibility on your hands, in the sense that you are taking care of a lot of people, and that can be a challenge at times because everybody's personality is different. But when it comes to projects, and when the client is keenly watching the progress of the project, and when success is critical at every stage of the project, what are some of the challenges that that has come across for you when you manage large-scale projects from start to finish?
Given that every project has similar kind of importance for the clients, even if it's not for us, but for each client, their product is the most important part
Absolutely.
of their journey.
True.
And we take that into consideration when we are implementing the strategy or we are finishing up the project. But to be honest, the most difficult thing is to get all the people together to work for one purpose. It's not just about our team, it's about the client's team as well. There are people working from their side with my team as well, or with me as well. So connecting these people, bringing all these minds together to achieve one goal is perhaps the most difficult part. But yeah, we are actually pretty good at it. We have done it lots of times with such a tight deadlines and without compromising on the quality. A good example is Hayat, which is part of the Yas Island. It's a new destination in Abu Dhabi, and it's actually very exciting. So they actually wanted to launch the website in a very tight deadline because they had a brand launch, and which multi-million dirhams marketing campaign was gonna hit the market. And then so it was a huge challenge, but the team came together because for us it's more of like we take a lot of pride getting into the emotion that we actually own this project, not just clients' projects, our own project as well. Exactly. This is what my team actually feels like when they see that project happening and launching when they go out in the malls, when they go on the roads and they see that thing. They take a lot of pride in it, and so they own the project itself, not just about the client. So that's how we actually like to work, but that's actually again the most difficult part as well.
And I think one way to measure success is when the client themselves come back and say, wow, that was amazing, you did an amazing job. And I think we've got so many appreciations from client saying that this was like amazing, you worked well as a team. And I think even for projects like Garmin, which is a global brand, sportwear and satellite location-based brand, I have seen you guys literally sleep in the office and work around the clock to make sure that it happens. And it is not easy because, again, we as a company, Eliminate Group or Eliminate, we believe in work-life balance and everything. But when it comes to deadlines and when it comes to crucial, where crucial support is needed, I've always seen every time that this team is stepping up. And I think a lot of credit has to go to you to ensuring that that you are able to bring this together.
So I see, since you mentioned Garmin, so just to give you a little background, because Garmin was actually not our client initially.
Okay.
They got this website done by another agency.
All right.
And they couldn't handle the amount of products or the number of products they have, because when at the end of the year they have this sale and which they're expecting 30,000 users each second on their website.
Each second. Wow,
Yeah.
that is amazing.
So that's the only sale they have whole year, and
Alright.
people just go crazy about it.
Okay.
To handle
When is that? Is it over this year?
No, it's end of the year.
All right, okay.
So the thing is, to handle that kind of traffic for
Okay.
a website, I'm not talking about the chat GPT or mobile applications, it's a huge achievement for us, because and that's what I referred to you again, the ownership of the product. That's why the team was sleeping over here. We were having like going in the midnight at home, but at the end we actually achieved. And given that what you were discussing earlier as well, the Yaspe, they didn't even finish with one project. They actually gave us Sadia, Thailand. Now they're giving us more projects, plus they're moving the whole server with us.
Wow,
Given the kind
that
of
really shows the trust, level
exactly.
of trust and commitment and understanding that we have with the client.
client. Yeah.
Absolutely, and that is really an amazing example. Now, when it comes to Element 8, over the years, we've worked across every industry out there. Any sector, right from healthcare to education to real estate, property to industrial segment to government, and every industry. I think we've had the opportunity and we've had the chance to work in these sectors and industries. And one of the key things that we've been able to implement within these sectors is the aspect of digital transformation. I just want to understand exactly what digital transformation means for a brand or a company, and how have we enabled this for some key client, or if you have any examples that you want to share.
See, digital transformation is a big word for most of us who actually don't understand what exactly it is. For normal people, it's just, there's a website, there is a mobile app, and people are ordering or getting connect with the clients digitally. That's what digital transformation is. But in the essence, it's a lot more than that. It's basically the whole restructuring the whole infrastructure that organization has in paper, moving it to the digital transformation. Giving you an example of BBK, it's a Bank of Bahrain and Kuwait. First of all, it's one of our elite clients, because for personally, it's a pride moment for me, because a bank from another country actually trusted us to do their digital transformation, and the results are so amazing that the old website had usually every month they had like 500,000-600,000 users, and I actually just sent a report to the client having 5 million users per month. So it's not about just making a website or an app, it's actually connecting the users to the company, using this user experience that is very comfortable for the user at one side, and other side it takes out a lot of hassle from the company infrastructure and the personnel to do all the hard work and save that time and put it on more strategy and the future building of that organization. So it's not just about a website or mobile application, it's about the whole journey we have to digitalize. So everyone connected with that organization, irrespective of the user or employee or the stakeholder of it, everyone should get benefits of how the technology is evolving these days around AI.
It should impact their work, right?
Exactly.
It should impact what they
will
do.
save a
it
lot
should
of time,
simplify, it should streamline, and they should actually be able to feel the results. And I think one of the, like you said, like we talked about Yaspe and how consistently they've come back. I think even in the case of BBK, they've consistently come back to us for the India project and for the Kuwait project and stuff like that. And this is basically just shows, I mean, beyond words. Like it's easy to say something, but when it is backed up by action, it really validates how much we people trust us in what we do. So that is really amazing. What is your take on this? What is the general perspective with your team on the intake of new technology, new processes which are AI enabled, and how is it helping us?
So in that regard, for me, it's very important to take a lead instead of asking someone else to start working or start researching and how to do it. I prefer to do it myself first. show it what benefits it brings on the table, how it helps with their not only everyday's job but their careers overall as well.
Exactly.
Because if you don't evolve with the time, you're gonna get lost in the list of like people. So that's what my personal approach is. Since when Mid-Journey launched and when ChatGPT launched, I didn't ask anyone else to start working. I actually got myself. I started working on it. I showed the team. So this you're doing in number of hours can be done in minutes.
True.
As you said, it's not the end product, but it helps a lot with the daily everyday's work as well.
Exactly.
So that's what my take is, and the team is always happy when someone is coming them, showing the benefits and showing how to do it. Because to teach them, we have to learn first. It's not just a YouTube,
that's
you
really
just go and just start. That's not interesting anymore. It used to be like 10 years back, not anymore. No one is gonna go through a video of 1 hour to learn how to use Mid-Journey. So if someone coming in, showing them in practical, that's how they are more interested, and that's how the team bond improves as well. Like it's not like, oh, you do this and you do that. You just go there, show it how it works and how it helps.
And what from my personal experience, what I've noticed is that not everyone is they like to. I love looking at YouTube, looking at tutorials, and looking at reading books or reading articles, and then trying to understand, figuring things out. But not everybody has the same kind of mindset. Some people learn differently. They may be a book person, or they may not be a YouTube person. So I think this is why it's immensely important for the leader to lead the way and show them this is how it is done, and this is how it is done. So probably, and I think having protocols in place to ensure that we embrace this as opposed to running away from this technology, because at the end of the day, I feel that human knowledge is limited. Anything that we do, any single thing, even if it is design or development or any cooking or whatever it is, writing, we have limited knowledge, and we base our work on that limited knowledge. But when you have an access to abundant knowledge, which is huge, and I think it just speeds up things. It doesn't, unless you use it the right way, you won't get the right kind of output. And that's where we come as consultants or as experts and tell them, guys, this is how we enable AI to make things easier, faster, and more accurate, and then give you a better output, rather than saying no, we don't use AI. And I am proud to say that we are a company that want to embrace AI in everything that we do, and I think we encourage our team to do that as well. Right. Tanveer, I appreciate you spending a lot of time to explain the process, and it's really exciting to look at some of the amazing work that Eliminate is doing. One last question I have is, like, someone who's a college grad or confused on, he's really passionate about technology. He's seeing everything that is happening out there, the AI, and he's an enthusiast probably. He's looking at things, he's observing things, he wants to get in this space. Now, when I was learning, when I was a kid, when I was in college, there was a clear pattern on, okay, you do this course, and then you do this course, and then you start learning this. But now it's like you said, it's happening very fast. So where does someone like that start, or how do you go about things, figuring things out for someone who's just a college grad or wanting to explore the technology space, do something in the technology space? How can he transform himself?
So first of all, we have, as you said, we have been there, all of us, when we are studying and there is something new comes in the market, and there's a buzz in the college and the university, then we feel like, we're not doing it right. We should be going that way, but there is a huge risk there as well. But as you said, the world has evolved a lot from that point. But I feel